Today we're getting into something that can save you a ton of time and headache: how to be quickly decisive. You know that paralysis, staring at the menu for 10 minutes, overthinking an email reply at work, or waffling on big life choices like switching jobs. Being decisive is not about being reckless, it's about making smart calls faster so you can move forward without the regret loop. And man, it feels freeing when you nail it. To hook us in, let's start with a couple of real life stories ripped straight from books that show quick decisions in actions. These are not just theories, they are edge of your seat examples that got me rethinking my own hesitation. First, let's look at Malcolm Gladwell's book, Blink, The Power of Thinking Without Thinking. He dives into this wild story about a firefighter in Cleveland named Lieutenant Gary Klein. Wait, actually based on real research Gladwell cites, this guy and his team are battling a house fire. Everything seems routine, but something feels off. The floor's too hot, the fire's not behaving like it should. In a split second, without overanalyzing, he yells for everyone to evacuate. Seconds later, the floor collapses. It was a basement fire they had not spotted. His quick gut call saved lives. Gladwell explains it's thin slicing. Your brain processes patterns super fast from experience. No endless debate, just decisive action based on intuition honed over years. Another one that sticks with me is from Chip and Dan Heath's Decisive: How to Make Better Choices in Life and Work. They share the tale of Andy Grove at Intel back in the 80s. The company was getting crushed in the memory chip market by Japanese competitors. Prices dropping, losses piling up. Grove and his team were stuck in analysis paralysis until he asked a simple question. If he got kicked out and a new CEO took over, what would they do? And then they realized the new guy would ditch memory chips and pivot to microprocessors. That quick reframing led to a decisive exit from a dime business, turning Intel into a powerhouse. The hits use this to show how fresh perspectives speed up choices without endless data dives. Those stories pump me up because they prove decisiveness is a skill, backed by psychology, like how our brains use heuristics for fast thinking, as Daniel Kahneman breaks down in Thinking Fast and Slow. Indecision drains energy. Quick decisions build momentum. So, how do you get better at it? Let's unpack the 5 practical ways to be quickly decisive. First, gather just enough info. Aim for 70% certainty. Perfectionism kills speed. Indecisive, the hits talk about sufficing. Stop when you have key facts, not every detail. Next time that you are deciding, set a timer like 5 minutes for small stuff like what to eat, 30 for bigger like a purchase. Ask, what's the core issue? What's the risk if I'm wrong? It trains your brain to act without overkill. Second, trust your gut, but pair it with a quick check. That firefighter in Blink book relied on intuition from experience, so build yours by reflecting on past wins. But don't go blind. Use a fast framework like best case, worst case, most likely. If your instinct says yes to a job offer, jot pros and cons in 2 minutes, it balances speed with smarts. Third, set deadlines and stick to them. Indecision loves open-ended time. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos swear by high-velocity decisions. Make reversible ones fast. So for you, block calendar time. Decide on vacation spot by noon. Or use the 10-10-10 rule by Susie Welch's book, How Will This Feel in 10 Minutes, 10 Months, and 10 Years. It snaps you out of short-term fog. Number 4, eliminate options early. Too many choices paralyze us. Psychology calls it choice overload. Barry Schwartz, in the book The Paradox of Choice, nailed this. Narrow it down. For buying a phone, pick 3 models maximum. Compare on must-haves like battery and price. Then decide. In meetings, say, let's vote on top 2 ideas. It forces quick clarity. Fifth, learn from every decision, good or bad. Quick doesn't mean careless. Review fast. After a call, ask, what worked? What to tweak next time? This builds your decision muscle, like compound interest. Over time, you'll decide faster because you've got a mental database of patterns. Quick personal tie-in. Back when I was grinding in an office job, I'd agonize over reports. Should I add this data or that? Inspired by Gladwell's book, I started thin slicing. Grab essentials, trust my experience, decide in halftime. At first, it's scary, but soon I was finishing early. Impressing bosses and heading home less stressed. Now, it spills into everything like picking video topics without second guessing. To sum it up, being quickly decisive is about enough info, gut checks, deadlines, trimming your options, and learning loops. It's not rushing, it's efficient. Start small. Next decision, try the 70% rule. What's a choice you are waffling on? Spill in the comments. Maybe we can discuss or brainstorm. If this sped up your thinking, hit that like button, subscribe for more mindset boosts, and turn on notifications. I also invite you to join my free email newsletter. Just visit kevinumali.com/free. Thanks for watching. You are more decisive than you know. You are more decisive than you know. See you next time.